right, we're now joined by security analyst and managing director of Beacon Consulting. Thank you so much. It's good to see you on Newsnight tonight. Well, the Nigerian government says it is doing all within its power to push back on security threats. But how prepared really, or how best should Nigeria prepare for these security threats in the homeland?
Thank you so much, and I'm glad to be back here. When in the 4 or 5 months that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu took over, has been sworn in, what we saw in the first few months was a plateauing of, the security fatalities in the country. However, sadly, and we're just about to release our October report, it would show that we've recorded over 100% increase in fatalities within the country. So clearly, there are things are not shaping out the way that I think the president wants. And I think it's very instructive that the security sector is looked at more closely. He started by looking at the security sector, but I think attention has gone back to the economy now. And if we do not get security right, then unfortunately, even the economy would not be gotten right. Now, with regards to this particular alert or travel warning by the US government, I do support international companies that come to Nigeria. And I agree with the Nigerian Minister of Foreign Information that alert has actually affected several business deals that Nigeria has had interest in. Several visitors who wanted to come reacted to that alert. Some canceled their visit. Others had to rearrange the visit or even increase their security posture. Now, that makes me worried. For a friendly country like the US that has a very friendly diplomatic relationship with Nigeria, you would want to think that it would take a step back before releasing such security alerts, especially given the dire economic circumstances that Nigeria is in at the moment. And so I agree totally with the Minister of Information, but I'm also hoping that the government would take it a step further to use the diplomatic means to lay that complaint to the US government. Well, this is not the first time. Remember in October last year, a similar alert was released by the US government, and we all know what happened that time. So I think this can be done better than the way it was done.
Okay, Kabir, quickly here, what can we do to actually, get this undone?
Like I said, we have a friendly relationship with the US. First of the diplomatic cycles, the US has an embassy here in Nigeria. Apart from the embassy, there are several other components of our bilateral relation. I think, number one, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs can invite the American ambassador here in Nigeria. If that hasn't already happened, I'm hoping that it has already happened before this public announcement by the Minister of Information. If it hasn't, it can invite him, have a conversation with him, remind him of the fact that they are friendly countries, and also remind him that apart from several components of our bilateral relationship, this is a journey that both countries are in it together. And so there is a better way of communicating such concerns than without necessarily raising this type of, reaction as we've seen. I can tell you categorically that the reaction has affected the Nigerian economy negatively.
Rather unfortunate there. Kabiru Adamu, thank you so much for joining us, security analyst and managing director of Beacon Consulting Limited.